Namaste, masters. Namaste to all of you. Good evening. Before commencing the session, my sincere pranams to our beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi Patriji, my great salutations to our beloved Grandmaster, Mahavatar Babaji. Right. My dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods. So, we've been learning about negative ions, the role of negative ions in our life, daily life. So, we have completed few sessions already. We learned a lot from these sessions. What negative ions, what all the things it can do for us, for our life. So, in day-to-day life, what are the sources of negative ions? What is negative ion, first of all? Where are these? They are all available. How we can make our life enriched, healthy, and dynamic. All that which we learned, right? Similarly, today also there are two topics which we'll discuss: the role of negative ions in our daily life, especially with respect to the sources. It's like the first one will be, beaches, mountains, waterfalls. How do we get the negative ions at these locations? That's the one topic which we deal with today. Second topic would be negative ions with respect to fasting in our day-to-day life. Is also one of the best source for the negative ions. So let's see and let's discuss about how the negative ions will be, what is the kind of percentage, what is the level of quantity, what is the quantity available with respect to mountains, beaches, and waterfalls. Before that, in the last session, we discussed about aged urine. Aged urine, especially friends, remember, aged urine, that is the urine which gets aged 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and go on. That is the aged urine. If you can secure or if you can prepare yourself, this kind of aged urine, what is the specialty of aged urine? It has got highest amount of negative ions. In fact, aged urine, make sure that it produces the negative ions within our body. The other important thing I would like to once again repeat in this session, the negative ions which is available through aged urine. Of course, we call them as antioxidants, right? So what what especially the aged urine does is, whatever the toxicity which we have already procured through bad eating, especially the drugs which are given in the childhood for us. In the childhood, all are given the more number of injections, vaccines, drugs. Nowadays it is much more. So this drugs toxin has gone inside, which is very much, in a deeper layers, which is existing within ourselves, within our blood. It has gone deeper inside. It means that there are a lot of deeper layers of toxicity within every human being. Remember this point. So you want to really take that crap out. Not only that. So not only the drugs which are given by medical industry or whatever, doctors, we also ate lot of junk food. You can say like a lot of, acidic food, unnecessary food, right? Junk food, processed food. So in daily life, we used to do this because without having science of food, we don't have knowledge about the food. What kind of food we should eat? what food we should not eat, how much we need to eat, how much we should not eat. All this, this so-called science of food, which we definitely don't know. Many people, for that matter. So, with all these things, the toxicity has gone deep and inside us. To pull it out, to plug it out and throw out. The aged urine is the best one. Aged urine is the most best solution on this earth, I can tell you. If we can do this, if not, you have to visit many doctors. For eyes, one doctor, all this ENT, one doctor, in fact, right? For liver, one doctor, heart, one doctor, skin, one doctor. At least some 15 or dozen doctors are there. So not only dozen, I think it is much more. Specializations are there. You have to go every doctor. Otherwise, only aged urine or your own urine. Even not even aged, fresh urine also. It does such a great help for your body, for your physical plane, mental plane as well. I can assure you that. Understand? So let's remember this before going to the today's topic. We reminded ourselves, isn't it? So please follow that. Now, so what about this negative ions with respect to mountains, especially beach? Let's see the beach. When you go to the beach, what happen? We go to the beach, we get into the water. The water waves will be coming from the beach, that is from the sea onto the shore, which will be rushing. The water waves will be rushing. Then they strike the earth. They strike the earth surface. When they strike the earth surface, what happens? From the water, the negative ions they just strike the earth, and then get into the air. Get into the air. All the negative ions. That is where if you are just roaming on the beach, you inhale them. You inhale them. That means you breathe in. The moment you breathe in, all the negative ions go inside you. That's how the negative ions percentage will increase. That's what the purpose of beach. Visit them. Like this summer, right? Summer you get holidays. At least 3 months once. Whenever possible. Go along with the family. Make a trip, isn't it? So when the holidays are there, yes, of course, everybody has some time, right? Especially kids, there are no schools or colleges. You can take them, go as a family trip, spend some time, especially beach. Okay, you definitely recharge yourself. I am telling you, you will recharge, no doubt. And even so, we used to say when you go on, keep your legs into the water because it has got a lot of salt. It takes away a lot of negativity from you. Like it's like what we say is indirectly or directly, it will cleanse your aura. So much it works. Understand? Why don't you take this effort? Why don't you take this chance? So this is one of the important thing. Please remember this. Okay. Second, go to the so-called mountains or the waterfalls. If you go into the mountains, what happen? Mountains, especially, the first thing is the earth. Second thing is lot of trees. The trees produces negative ions continuously. Okay. So the moment you just go into the jungle or a garden or a park, you find so relaxed. Why? Because lot of negative ions are there. You are just breathing. You are walking, but you are breathing in, isn't it? That's how the energization, energization of your body, it happens because it is rushing in through inhalation, lot of negative ions. Negative ions is equal to electrons, is equal to vitamins of the air, is equal to nutrients of the air. Remember these points. Okay. So that's one of the best thing which you can do. Mountains, trekking, go trekking, forest. When we go to mountains and all, probably in nowadays what happen, we live far away from the mountains and all this forest. Okay, even the forest is there. Many of the areas, forest is the so-called deforestation is happening very quickly, very randomly and rapidly is happening, rampantly is happening. Afforestation is not at all going on. Nobody is taking care of the afforestation, only deforestation. Anyhow, so now and then make a trekking along with the family. When you are holidays, go for trekking, just to nearby or some kilometers away also. Go to the forest or a jungle or a like big park where lot of trees are there. Go there at least weekly once or twice. Walk. You breathe in lot of negative ions, lot of electrons. Next, waterfalls. Go to the waterfall. Where the waterfall, especially let me tell you, lot of negative ions will be available in the waterfall, especially. So that's also the good spot in order to get the negative ions. That's also important. So waterfalls, if you visit, the water which is just falling down from the mountains and from the deeper layers of the mountain, that will be keep coming out. Okay, so that's why waterfall will throw lot of negative ions into the air that will be breathing in. That's how this is going to be happening, right? So now when you're breathing in lot of negative ions, what is the advantage? What are the benefits? Let's discuss about that. Friends, remember always 70% of the 70% of the toxins, they go out through the breathing out, sweat, stools. These are the only three sources to expel all the toxins from your body. What are toxins called as positive ions? All the toxins are called as positive ions. They are expelled from your system through the three doorways. Okay, one is breathing out, second is sweat, third is stools. Don't think about urine, which is going to expel the waste. No, that's a wrong conception, the wrong concept. That's a wrong understanding humanity has got. Okay, try to understand this. Now, with this, what happens is the moment the negative ions you breathe in, your breath will become slow and you become energized. All this happens. Slower breathing, high energy, more brain power, right? Last time I explained you the faster cilia movement, all the mucus will go out, right? The detoxification speed up that happens, and other benefit I'm going to tell you, increased immunoglobulin A. What it is exactly is this is a defense system within us against viruses and bacteria. That is also going to be enhanced because of so-called negative ions. The flood of negative ions is going to cause the increased immunoglobulin A. Understand? So these are the things which you need to remember. So especially try to go away from this industrial region. Especially you see metro cities. Lot of vehicles are continuously going on. So they generate continuous so-called positive ions. And a lot of constructions will be going on. Lot of air particles, the dust particles will also keep generating. And you have a lot of many industrial parks. Sometimes some of the industries they generate smoke. Some of the industries they don't generate the smoke, but they use most of the refrigerators. Sorry, air conditioners. Because of air conditioners also, many of the positive ions will be flooded into the atmosphere. So this kind of industrialization, this kind of industrial region, from the industrial region, try to travel or try to go away, sometimes at least taking break into the so-called beach, mountain, waterfalls, like this. You keep doing this. So that what it does is it increases the percentage of negative ions within you. That's very, very important. If at all you are not able to make these three things also, you're not able to go to the mountain, beach, or no waterfall, make a visit to the countryside, village side. Go to the villages, your native place. Go and live there for 1 week continuously. Take a break and visit your parents or your relatives who are residing in the villages, countryside. That's very, very important. If you can't do these three things, please do that so that you can definitely achieve the highest amount of negative ions into your human system. Right? So, when you do all these things, these are the benefits which I told you. Right? Highest amount of benefits. The health will be always in the perfect condition. No diseases whatsoever. It doesn't come. No bacteria, no virus effect. And your mood also will instantly change. The moment you breathe in negative ions, the mood immediately, the state of your condition, the state of your body, and the mood swings that gets perfected. It gets immediately changed the moment you breathe in more and more negative ions. So this is how we need to understand about this particular concept. Okay. So now let's understand about negative ions with respect to fasting. How do we really get negative ions in the fasting? Let's understand that. So in our religions, many of the religions, Muslim, Hindu, Jain, right, Buddhism, everywhere, even Christianity for that matter. In every religion, there is always, the set of conditions are there. Especially in Hindu religion, every Ekadasi we always follow from ancient times. We follow the Ekadasi fasting. Why do we do that? So we all know that it is nothing but detoxification process. It will cleanse up many things, many toxins from our body, right? So that is why what we need to do is this fasting we must take up seriously in our lives. This point also, this is very, very important thing which we need to adopt in our day-to-day life. Make this as one of the lifestyle technique we must follow without failure, without fail. I'll give some more techniques in that, how we can do, what we can do, all this. See, generally what happen in the normal life cycle, you see, we go on feasting instead of fasting, isn't it? We go on feasting instead of snacking instead of fasting. This is what we do, right? So what we say is instead of go on feasting, if you go on feasting, what happen? Your system which gets flooded with lot of positive ions, toxins. You're not giving any time for the organs to flush them out. That is not happening. That's very important. And especially what happened in the current modern days, the doctors and these food companies and all, they have just brainwashed us such a way that if you eat more, you'll become very healthy, robust, strong, all this. They already brainwashed through advertisements, through their counseling. Like if you go to the food and nutrition people, they also say the same thing. Eat this time, that's time, all the timings they give. Timetable also they'll give. Then you go on eat like that. Okay. So when you go on eat like that, then it produces, especially this feasting also, what we are doing is nowadays, you just observe. Suppose if you are feasting or if you are go on feeding as per your doctor, whatever, if they say that, okay, go on feed vegetables, fruits, right? So easily digestible, all these things, if they say to you, yes, you can do that. That doesn't harm your system. In fact, it will cleans up instead of flooding with the positive ions. But we are not doing it. Go and see in the cities, everywhere, Dominoes, like Domino's burger, pizzas, then KFC, McDonald. You can see all these things. They're all what they're providing. They are providing all the junk food. So our people also, the youngsters, and even the some of the city dwellers, they go and eat all these foods, like like as I told you, feasting. They do the feasting like that. Then they are just flooding in many positive ions, and they never give a chance to do cleansing procedure for their system. They go on eat, but they never think about how we can push these all the toxins which are already formed inside, how we can push them out or flush them out. They have no option at all. One of the best option is a fasting. Instead of feasting, go for the fast. That's all. Okay, fasting, how many types we can do? Let's discuss about that. The fasting, especially, so simple fasting and the powerful fasting is intermittent fasting. That's all. See, for example, I eat at 7 o'clock. Okay. So 7 o'clock, you are eating some vegetables or one small glass of A2 milk, for example, if you have it. Otherwise, forget it. So take vegetable salad or something at 7 o'clock, and then after some water. So by 10 o'clock, it is completely digested. 10 o'clock, you go for bed. You go to bed, sleep. Then from 7 now till next day 9, I'm not going to eat anything at all. Maybe in between water in the night before sleeping, and the early morning. So I get urine. So I drink my own urine of maybe about 250 300 ml and water like this. Then I will be not eating anything till 9, 10, 11. So especially I do that regularly. I do that. So then what will happen is with this, your body has got ample amount of time to detoxify all the toxins which are piled within you. That is going to happen. You know what kind of health? You will not get any problems. That is why this is very powerful. Intermittent fasting. So it's very simple also. No need anybody, any expert to guide you also. Understand? You will definitely know what is the energy level you have. Even if somebody is, taking urine in the morning time, if they not eating anything up to 9, 10, 11 also, you won't get any hunger. If you are going with the urine in the early morning, 5 o'clock, 5:30, whatever. So this is one of the intermittent fasting you can follow. So you break your fasting with one juice, otherwise some fruits, whatever. Then after, give some gap and then eat what you want. You want to eat at 11 or 12, if you are angry, eat, no problem. And give again gap of 3-4 hours and then eat again in the afternoon. Night, no food, whatever it may be. Just vegetables, enough, and sprouts or whatever. If you like to add something, you can add it. And if possible, 7 o'clock in the evening, as per our urine protocol, right? We recommend urine taking at morning 5:36, whatever, and 11:30, and then 4:30. Three timings of urine, one glass. Okay. So now this is the thing. So if you go with the aged urine, the same place, what I'm saying. Okay, this is the intermittent fasting is over. Now let's go to the normal fasting. Take a break in a 15 days, one Ekadasi, full break. What do we do on the day? Just go and drink the water. And if you want to alternate with one glass of water, one glass of urine. No, if you're not taking urine, okay, go with the only water. Water every 2 hours or 1 hour, one glass of water, go and take it. That's all. It's a pure water fasting. You must do like that. At least 15 days once. Give this chance to your body. Don't neglect it, I'm telling you. If you want to maintain the perfect health till you live your last breath, please do this. Next. So, if you want to do the fasting with the urine, of course, it's wonderful. Throughout the day, urine, water, urine, water. If you do this, no question of any hunger, no question of weakness at all. Many people tried and succeeded also. Even I'll tell you, if you don't eat, if you don't drink water, urine continuously, even some people are able to do the fasting for 7 to 10 days. That's called dry fasting. Only they take breath energy, meditation, breath energy, and it's called dry fasting. Why don't you do that? Try it out. Your willpower will increase. Nothing happens. You will not die. You will never die. No doubt about it. 7 to 10 days, you can do this fasting. It's called dry fasting. Remember this. Okay. So now let's go to the fasting with respect to negative ions. What it is going to do? Let's understand now. So when you do the fasting, friends, the first and foremost thing, with the fasting, without eating anything, the body generates on its own negative ions within the system. It's a beautiful thing, wonderful thing. When more amount of negative ions produced by the body itself, that takes out all the crap, all the toxins, all the positive ions very quickly out of your system from the deepest layers, and then throw it out through the stools, through the stools, and then your sweat and your breathing out. The three ways. Okay, that's advantage. That is why this fasting is such powerful. It is fasting. That's the reason we say that fasting. You follow the fasting with the urine, especially if you are able to. Fasting itself is powerful, but if you are able to follow the fasting with the urine, with the aged urine, in fact, with the aged urine, what happens is it's going to work wonderfully. For example, if you are fasting with only water, go with the distilled water. You prepare where and all you can prepare the distilled water. I told in the previous timings, right? Whichever water having negative charge, more negative charge water is nothing but a distilled water or distilled structure water, you can say. Let's say we store the water in the copper vessel. We call that as a six structured water. We can use it definitely, right? At the same time, if I use reverse osmosis, right? Reverse osmosis I use. Then from that, whatever the water comes out, I store in the copper vessel. Then I drink structured water. That's also good. Otherwise, all the fruits they contain the so-called the water. It is called distilled structured water. The other thing is the urine is also called the most perfected distilled structured water. Remember this point. That's how the body prepares. The wonderful process go on inside us to prepare the urine, right? To make it come out of our body. You know that it's a auspicious water. It's a beneficial water. It's called Sivambu. Understand? So that's how what happens is, so this water, the especially the urine which comes out of us is a distilled structured water. Please consume that when you are in the fast. So the amount of kind of negative ions what it produces, especially aged urine, is tremendous. So it's not going to cause any hunger to you. You never feel hunger. You feel so energetic even in the fasting time. You fast 7 days, 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, nothing happens. if you go with the especially this urine fasting. And aged urine fasting is much better. If you aged urine, if you are not able to directly drink, dilute little, dilute, no problem. Take 1 cup of maybe the 3 by 4th of urine, 1 by 4th of water. Finish. You can do that. Massaging and all, you don't need to dilute at all. Directly can do. Only for drinking, I'm telling you, especially aged urine. Aged urine contains huge amount of negative ions, so-called antioxidants, so-called antibodies, right? So-called stem cells. All these are very much available in the only aged urine. That is why it is so healthy. Understand? So whenever more negative ions are available, more antioxidants are available, what is the advantage? Whatever the oxygen which we breathe in, it goes to every cell. First of all, the breathing will slow down. The moment we go into the fasting, what happens? You observe. The fasting is the best way to conduct mauna. The fasting is the best way to prepare ourselves mentally to get into the mauna. Because all our organs, especially the panchendriyas, to some extent karmendriyas, all the five organs, five sense organs will slow down. They'll not work much. They'll not aggressively work, at least during this time. Especially you go with urine fasting, it slows down all your five sense organs. Make sure that you enter into the mauna or dhyana very faster. It creates a conducive environment, convenient environment for you to enter into the dhyana or mauna. That is why all the yogis, all the yogi rishi munis in the caves, wherever they do meditation, the incessant, continuous meditation, they do tapas. They go with definitely the urine fasting. The urine they drink. They eat little amount of vegetables, probably little amount of fruits, what they get, surrounding areas, and water. That's all. No much food, no good food. There is no question of cooked food. You want to prepare your body to live permanently on this earth planet. You want to target 150 years and then beyond that 200, 300, 500 years. Yes, of course, possible. I'm teaching that physical immortality. I will start after this negative ions. So the physical immortality ensures you have to prepare your body first. Physical immortality just like that doesn't come. It doesn't come just like that by doing meditation. I do pranayama, yoga, meditation. No, it doesn't come. You have to maintain the body. First of all, the body is the temple for the soul. You know that. Where we are residing, where we means I means what? Soul consciousness. Where it is residing? It is residing within this so-called body. That's why body is the temple for the God. Soul is the God. The body is the temple for that. So how you need to cleanse it, how you need to prepare well, keep it healthy, sound, isn't it? So all that we have to do. If you do that only, you get an eligibility to go for immortality. Otherwise, no chance. Of course, I do meditation, I do fasting, right? All that I do. But before that, what food you are giving? What kind of breathing you are taking? Are you drinking proper water? Right? Otherwise, you see many of the yogis in their 60s, 70s, 80s, they just leave the body and go. Body is not cooperating. What they do? They want to live here for next 150 years or 200 years, but they never prepared the body. They never cared the body. Then body cannot sustain here. Body in order to sustain and stay for long duration, so called longevity. The longevity can be achieved only when the cells doesn't age. The body cells should not age. How it's possible? With the proper lifestyle. And of course, yogasana, pranayama, dhyana, all this must be there. And the positive thinking, no question of negative thinking. Of course, once you become a master, you never have any negative thinking. You will not give a chance to that. You maintain, you master your mind, you control your mind, you control all the reset workas. You become sthita prajna, right? All this happens because you become master by doing meditation. Though you become master, but what kind of food you are giving to the body? I go and eat all the junk food and whatever the oil it comes, whatever available surrounding to me. I go on eat whatever. Unless you become a Brahmagnani, unless your body becomes a tantric body. That means mantra sarira. Now it is a manava sarira. Unless it becomes a mantra sarira, mantra pinda, mamsa pinda to mantra pinda. Until that, you have to take care of your body. The eating, drinking water, the like so-called breathing in, everything you have to take care. Proper amount of physical movement to the body, everything must do that. Otherwise, it gets aged faster. Once, like for example, trailing the Swami, though you are like having a lot of weight and 250 or 200 kgs, but he lived for 280 years, 6 feet tall, and 200 plus kgs weight, and having the very tall and robust body, lived for 280 years. How it's possible? Because his body has become a so-called mantra, like mamsa pinda has become a mantra pinda, tantric body. For him, no question what the food is going to the physical body doesn't matter at all. He is always in the so-called atmic consciousness, soul consciousness. He lives very short time in the physical body consciousness. Most of the times they live in the atmic consciousness. That's why they don't worry about what they're eating, what they're sick, no, all this. They don't worry about all. But it is not same for the common people or the just masters who begin to do the meditation, or they are in the middle. People, see the people who are traveling in the spiritual path, but they are in the middle. It doesn't suit. That is not the same formula. We can't take it. Please remember this. So Thailinga Swami, in one of the incident, somebody gave the bucket full of paint, telling that Swamiji, this is a buttermilk I got it for you. He drank everything. That when he was drinking itself, that man who gave, he collapsed there. By looking at that incident, he collapsed there, but he drank everything properly. Aram se he drank. Nothing happened to him, isn't it? So that's how it is. So it is not the same rule applicable for the just beginners or in the middle path. The already seekers, the spiritual seekers, who have climbed to the the pinnacle stage, like a Trailing Swami and all these great masters were all there. Of course, it's possible for them. So the body consciousness is very less. Whatever they drink, they think it is a panchabhuta, right? So the body is made of panchabhuta. All the outside panchabhutas, they don't differentiate anything. Even they don't differentiate, the so-called stools, urine. They don't differentiate anything. Everything is one and the same for them. That's how Thailinga Swami once, he is called for the court. He went to the court and the Swami, judge asked, so he asked him, so I take non-vegetarian, will you also eat non-vegetarian? He said, before that, I'll do one thing, you also try to do that. Then what did he do? He just left the stools. Stools have come out and then taken it. And then he was eating. While he was eating, it has become a gulab jam. Understand? The same thing can judge can eat. He said, no. I don't deal with you. Please go out. Okay. So like this, it's all about the Brahmagnanis, they differ from the normal people. Let's go, let's not compare with them or let's not match with them. We have much more time to practice, come to that stage. Until then, take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of the sadhana, so that in all the three planes, physical plane, mental plane, spiritual plane, in all the planes, we get perfected, we become perfect, right? Then, of course, we also become the great master. So, thank you, friends. Thank you so much for listening to me. This wonderful topic today. Negative ions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So any masters have any questions, you can please after 2 or 3 minutes.
Yes. Any questions? Any clarifications? You have any ideas? You can also project. Okay. So participate more numbers, learn more. The huge wisdom is available. Don't neglect like this, because here sometimes 13 people, 14 people. That's not this. This platform should not have like this. It should go with 50, 100, 200 like this, because such is the wisdom. So much wonderful wisdom available on this earth planet through many books. The great masters have written the books. See the negative ions, how much depth is that? As we learning, every day we can go on learn. Even it will take 1 month continuously learn if you want to learn. Not only this subject, like this, many subjects are there. So we should focus, right? Concentrate, participate with the more interest. All the members. So I'm seeing nowadays in the last session also I've seen very less number of people are there. Less number of masters are there. Now today at least there are 15, 16 people. So let's increase the strength, my dear friends. You can learn the wonderful subjects here. You have an opportunity. Please do that. Right. Ramchandran sir, you want to talk? Yes. Unmute. Yes. Deepika madam.
Good evening, sir, and good evening, all masters. Thank you so much for the wonderful wisdom shared, sir. Yeah, you told like having our own water is much beneficial. So, what I understood is like taking, consuming urine either directly or directly or indirectly is happening to humans without knowing or unknowingly. So what I would like to say is like if people think like our urine it's not good, then they have to take like in form of pills. I heard like even medicines are made from, they collect the hormones from the human urine and they add into the medicines. Even the expensive creams and all, the facial creams and all, they're also the human urine, the hormones from the urine, they are extracted and they're added in the creams and all. So instead of going and buying somebody other urine and all those things, if we consume our own water, that is like that sense like intelligent person, and that makes more sense, because this is a wonderful, our human body is a wonderful machine created by God. So what we are lacking and what nutrients we are lacking and all, our human body itself produces that. And having our own water, our shivambu or the urine, senses like it's most beneficial to us. And for even for spiritual growth and all, so it is it's elevating us. So I think this is the most beneficial. And from your classes and sessions and all, I got motivated in future to continue to in future to have it. Till now I didn't have, but I'm feeling like see, the great intelligent person, the rishis, yogis and all, they followed. And there are some human persons who practically proved that how beneficial it's to humans. So why should we stay like if we know this kind of information, knowledge and all, so why should we not take that? So that is my opinion. Thank you
Yes.
so much for wonderful share, sir. And
Yes.
in what way we see it's like more beneficial. So I think that is the best multivitamin instead of having all these these kind of chemical things and all, the pills and all. So having our own water is more beneficial, and it is in our hands. If we don't have confidence on ourselves, how can we trust the others, like the chemical pills and all? So if we take the food and all properly, and that makes like good water, so that is the best way. So you told like it's a distilled structure, what it's having a lot of highest amount of negative ions and all, and it's the auspicious water and all, and it so many benefits. So the fasting with urine and water, I just want to try. I'll make sure I'll follow that in future and ask my family members to do that.
Wonderful,
Thank you
wonderful.
so much, sir. Yeah, if it is curing the cancer, then what is the need like we to see back like not using it, right? That's what my opinion. Thank
Yes.
you so much, sir.
Very good decision you have taken, Deepika.
Yeah,
Because many people, I mean, that's the problem. Many people know the wisdom, they will understand, they will learn, but they won't follow. So for me,
yeah,
and as far as me, the wisdom what you learned, the knowledge what you take, right? If you don't implement it, definitely it's of no use. We
yeah,
can learn much, much more, right? A lot of books are there. We keep on learning. But if you start implementing at least little bit, whatever you learned in that 10-15%, if you implement also, you'll see the result,
yeah.
right? You'll see the result and then you can increase it. And you can take benefit and then you can spread to the entire humanity.
Yes, sir. And even before we came to the planet Earth, when we were in the mother's womb, we had that. So why don't we? So that's it. That itself shows like we need to have it. So
Correct.
we are so healthy when we are in mother's womb. That is because we had our own water. So that makes sense, like how important and necessary we have to take after coming in life on the planet.
Right. So
Yes,
especially
sir.
in English, we have less number of masters here. Let me tell you, in Kannada, where we teach Telugu, and of course in Kannada especially, there are many, many people tried this, and I get continuous calls. Now and then people will be calling. So they give results like miraculous results. I don't know, like they were suffering from very long time. Even they were doing meditation, they are suffering. So one lady called from Mangalore last 3 days back. She was telling that since 2 years she is meditating, and still her fear not didn't went. The fear didn't go. She has got a lot of fear within her. Fear of not talking, fear of anything, whatever it may be. She get a lot of fear inside. So now she started about 15 days back the urine therapy. She started drinking her own urine. She came out of that fear. She's telling very bluntly and very straightly. She's telling, I got out of my fear is gone, sir. My energy is increased, sir. So this is the one which I think I should continue this forever. That's what he's telling. I mean, this is the measurement. It's enough. So the other one more lady called. She's telling I have to share my experience on the Zoom itself. Even if I tell you, I'll be telling only you, sir. But I want to share in the Zoom itself. My experience I want to share. That's what she's telling. Uh, so like this, many people have got the results. BP gone, sugar gone, everything is gone. Right? So just need to follow every day, as I told you. 5:36, one glass, 11:31, and then 4:30. Remaining is food. Food, what we told you, just follow that the pattern of food pattern. That's all what we need to do, not more than that. Okay. So let's make the next batch. And next batch ka syllabus, everything we make, we'll start making from today. Okay. And bring out a good number of topics. The good topics must be there. Don't make the topics weaker and speech also weaker. Don't do that. Please do that. Please try to do best Swadhyaya when you are delivering the lecture, it must be, on the top scale. If anybody want to go through that video, they should love it to review or listen to that. Such is the content which we must always deliver. We must first understand ourselves. Then only we can deliver properly. Please do that. So we have to take for the next batch. What is the batch number? Next 21 or 20?
21, sir.
21. So 21st batch must have highest amount of topics, the good topics, best topics. Then holistic lifestyle also, I don't want to dilute anymore. Right? Share this wisdom, the urine therapy. Go through it. There are many books which Venu has provided. Thanks to Venu. He has given wonderful books on the urine therapy. I have gone through all the books. Right? I have more number of books with me on urine therapy. The great authors have written. So some of you take that concept, research it, research. We don't need to become a scientist for researching. It's just common sense. Understand? You need some kind of a common sense to do any research, to find out more, to understand more, right? To investigate more. So go on, do that. Go on, do that. Then you get habituated to read more, understand, and then deliver to other people. Share with the other people. That's what you need to do. Okay? Go in depth. Any subject you take, please go in depth. That is more important. So I'm expecting the good good subjects in the next 21st session. And along with that, speakers also, you please select. Some of you also select the good topics where you can really deliver the fittest content, with the fittest, the understanding. Not just like, take a small concept and then say that this class is over. No, don't do that. If that is the case, don't take at all. Postpone it to next month, not a problem. Understand? Yes, Deepika? So talk about the syllabus and speakers
Yes,
and
sir.
how you're going to plan next month. Yeah.
I didn't start yet, sir. I will start preparing.
Yeah.
From this evening, I'll start preparing. And we'll have speakers from abroad also.
Yeah. Yes. Abroad speakers, good topics. My
Good
topics.
topic and
My topic.
senior masters.
Yeah.
We do have senior masters from India. They're delivering very good.
Right.
Yes. And we'll finalize all the I'll finalize all the topics. Yeah. After you advise, we'll go.
Yeah. I will include the negative items also will be there. So we have some more, like maybe another 2-3 sessions. So along with it, I will add other topics also. Okay. I will try to add.
Yes, sir.
Actually, there is Swara Vignan. Swara Vignan also the very good
Topic.
Vignan is there. So very good wisdom is there. But also we can add.
Yes, sir. This
And,
is from Saravijnana Mudra I'm practicing. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. So Swara
Yeah, I like this negative ions and Swara Vijnana a lot, sir. I'm going through sessions and there's like lot of information, and negative ions is like daily we face that. Whenever it is raining, I remember you telling like whenever it rains, the soil have more negative ions. Whenever it's raining, I'm standing on the grass only for much time and I'm feeling lot better.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm
Even
enjoying
I,
the
madam, I
nature.
stopped my bike and I went to ground and have a walk on, and then I had to, my view differently changed, sir, after listening to the topic.
So
After listening, yes, Lokesh sir. After listening, sir, after listening your sessions, negative ions and all, I'm enjoying with nature like anything. Even the small rainbow before, it was like normal, but now I'm feeling like as if I'm talking, I'm getting in my dreams. I'm enjoying a lot with nature. the rain and all. So wonderful.
Wonderful. Yes. So
We,
that's how
we know the
the
importance of that actually, and we are experiencing so
yeah.
many of.
The Swara Vignan is also Swara Gnan also. It's a very powerful Swara Yoga. We call it as Swara Yoga. We also call it as basically Swara. We call it as Shiva Swarodaya, right? Shiva Swarodaya. That total that wisdom came from that that scripture actually. Shiva Swarodaya. So that's again the dialogue between the Shiva and Parvati. It's a wonderful wisdom. Already I completed about five sessions in Kannada. I already completed. So very good wisdom that we will start anyway. And we also try to take up one subject, the pineal gland and the third eye, especially pineal gland. That also the next month I'll give my topics like this. Some five or six topics I'll give. Okay, remaining you can cover. The holistic lifestyle make it powerful. Okay, that day it should not be weekend like. So I take an what is watermelon, what is going to do. Don't do such a small topics and where somebody want to see that the wisdom also they will skip because there's nothing inside that. So they should not do that. Take proper content, acupressure, mudra, whatever you take like that. Otherwise you take lifestyle techniques, right? Yes, you take fasting itself as a subject, go in depth, right? So like that we should do. Okay. So let's start preparation. Let's start the preparation of this syllabus now. From today onwards, we'll start. I think Vedavati madam want to talk. Vedavati madam. Yeah.
Sir, and namaste, sir.
Namaste.
I have suggested to Lokesh Master,
Hmm.
saying that one thing, starting the session little early, and then the topics for example, this Lalita Sahasranama with science. We had a little more people those days, last 3 days, and this Swaravignan, this negative ions, this type of topics. If you have, I think we will have more uh, members, more masters.
No, not only that, we should have the speakers also. Like the speakers must be the more matured also. Like while
More.
the
Mm.
content,
Yes. Yes.
so they have more maturity and all. So obviously the people also will come.
Come.
Somehow it has to be improved like that only. That consistency we should maintain.
So if
Yes,
it is
sir.
a continuous classes, sir, we can
Instead of
pass at a right time, sir, so that we can bring enthusiasm to the next classes also. If all the information is dumped in a single day, it will be nothing left for next episodes. That is
instead of having same topic in every session, we have to change the topics.
No, anyway, this
Sir,
time
if you give me one or two topics, sir. I'll try to.
only one topic, not one or two, only one, only one for
No, no, sir, not one time.
because,
Continuous.
because what happened? No, we have less number of classes where we don't want to take any chance of the content should not go down. One session will be given to one person. You have to
Yes.
deliver not like 5 to 10 minutes I have spoken over. No, it's not like
No.
that.
Mm.
It has to go 30 minutes minimum.
Oh.
Then after 10 minutes we give for question and answers. It's okay.
Oh.
30 minutes the continuous lecture with the
Uh-huh.
proper content and the great understanding should be there within you. Okay, prepare like that and come.
Yes,
So,
sir. You give me some topics, sir.
yeah,
I will research. I mean, I'll go through some books, Google. Google, you get lot of information.
yeah. No, we have books also. We have
That way, I will also try.
yeah, we have books also. No, online books also there. Like Venu has produced or provided many books now.
Huh.
With respect to all the topics, all the subjects, he has given us the books. So we have no tension. Any book you wanted, you just ask him, he will post you.
Huh. But you please give us the topics.
Yeah.
We will search and make a
Sure.
wisdom share.
We will plan the syllabus, and in fact, Deepika will start from today. Within
Huh.
tomorrow, day after, we'll complete it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes.
And speakers must be like more interactive. Like the wisdom should be shared, like both the experience and the knowledge. In that thing, if you share with our masters, then it will be like more interactive. It will be more natural, more effective. Just you go write some points and let's read on. It doesn't catch
We
us.
should be able to interact. Like
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
question, we should be able to answer.
So if we have to assume one thing, if we are a speaker, it means like we should be thorough in that subject first, and then
Yes.
we'll get the eligibility to talk to others. In that way,
Yes.
if you we have to consider all kind of like the beginners, advanced, the middle, all those things. The knowledge should be considered at all the levels, and then if you speak out, then it reaches to every person.
And the language also should be very simple. Like,
Yes.
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 That is anyway possible, right? No problem. So nobody is using any different accent and all, no? So Indian accent is always understandable easily.
Not only accent, sir. Very advanced English phrases and all we should.
Even if we hear any
common
such kind
man
of
should.
Now you can write it and learn it. That is everything you think in a positive way.
Positive way.
Yeah.
Any simple person also should be able to understand.
Because there will be like a young generation people also. They will be looking for advanced words only. So in that case, we have to consider all ages and all kind of masters and all the levels also. So that is the main thing.
Right. So Deepti, unmute.
Deepti Dalvi.
Yeah. I think the last class, my class, she has shared, I think, her experience. Yeah.
Same urine therapy she also shared.
Okay.
She was also interested. Sir.
Okay. Fine. She's unable to unmute or what? She's available at least?
Yes, she's there.
She's there, sir, but
Okay. Right. Okay, fine. So any more questions or any points to be added? Otherwise, we'll be close now. 10:30 already. Okay. Right, masters. So then we'll start the syllabus. We'll be starting the syllabus preparation and all. Okay. Let's make a strong syllabus with a strong masters and delivery the next 21st batch. Okay. Right. Thank you. Namaste to all. Dhanyavad. Thank you.
let's thank the universe and Mahavatar Foundation for giving us this platform to learn wisdom from many masters. And let's thank all the masters who have attended the session. Thank you all. So please don't miss the session tomorrow. There will be holistic lifestyle techniques tomorrow. See you all tomorrow. Good night.